Hello children, so we meet again with another video lesson. Children, for this day, we are going to start a new chapter from your Mastering Grammar book, and this chapter is, yes, pronouns. Now, because we have already learned about what a noun is, this chapter won't be really difficult to understand. Okay, so you should know that pronouns are those words which are used in place of nouns. Now I will be giving you one example right here. Look here. So Ram is a good boy. Ram obeys his parents. Ram's parents. And love Ram's siblings. Yes? Now can you spot what I am trying to explain here? Ram is a good boy, okay? Ram 1. Ram obeys Ram's parents. We are talking about the same person. So why take the names twice? So Ram 2, Ram 3. This is showing the, yes, this is showing the possessive case. Ram's parents. Right, possessive case of the noun. So Ram here again 3, and again here a possessive case, and again we have the fourth term. Now when you continuously take or use the noun in the sentence or in the consecutive sentences, in sentences which follow one another, so in that case, children, it becomes very monotonous, very boring, and also it's not pleasing to the ears, right? So let me make some changes here and write it again, and then you decide which type of sentences you are going to use from your next time. So see here. Now let me begin with Ram only. Ram is a good boy. He, because we know for men we use he, for girl or woman we use she. So he obeys. Now Ram's parents, I am talking about his own parents. So he obeys his parents and love his siblings. I am talking about his own siblings and love his own siblings. Yes? So, Ram is a good boy. He obeys his parents and loves his own siblings. So, with this, you can see his siblings. So, what changes did I make? I did not change this one, but I replaced this Ram with the word he. I replaced this Ram with the word his, and then the last Ram is again replaced by his. So when we are using some words, when we are using some specific words for the nouns, okay, in place of nouns, then children, those words are our pronouns. So you can see here the word he, his again are all pronouns for which noun? For this name Ram, right? So you should remember this. Now we will be moving ahead with the examples that are given in your book. Yes, read these sentences. Saina Nehwal is a sports person. Saina plays badminton. The racket is lying on the table, belongs to Saina Nehwal. Okay. So did you see that, like I repeated Ram, the author of this book liked Saina Nehwal, okay? So he or she used what are they doing? They used Saina Nehwal continuously and repeatedly. Instead of using the nouns again and again, we can replace them with pronouns and write what? Saina Nehwal is a sports person. She plays badminton. The racket lying on the table is hers. She and hers are pronouns. Okay. Now examples of pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, his, her, their, them, myself, who and these. I am going to write the definition first. Okay. So pronouns are words that are used in place of nouns. Okay. Now what are the examples? That means which words are examples of pronouns? Like I, you know it, you, we, he, she, her, his, them, their, myself, who, these. Okay. So children, here are some of the examples. Now we will be moving ahead with what? Yes, now to the features first. A pronoun is used in place of a noun. It indicates possession. Okay, whose is the thing? It will indicate who is the owner of the thing, right? Asks questions, point out objects, and so on. The nouns for which a pronoun stand is called its antecedent. Like, see if I am giving you example. Saina Nehwal is a sports person. Saina plays badminton. Okay. So here I can replace the word Saina with what? With she. So she is the pronoun here. Now tell me from this thing, what did you understand? The noun for which a pronoun stand is called its antecedent. So which one will be the antecedent? Because she is representing Saina Nehwal. She is used for which noun? Saina Nehwal, a proper noun. That's why children, Saina Nehwal is our antecedent. Is our antecedent of the noun. So whenever you are asked about the antecedent, remember that the pronoun is representing a noun, is used in place of a particular noun. That noun will be our what? Antecedent. Okay children? Now moving to the next one. Now we are moving ahead with the types of pronouns. Okay, let me leave the definition for a while. So, there are mainly 10 kinds of pronouns. types of pronouns. I know there are a lot of them, but it won't be difficult for you to categorize it. So types of pronoun. The first one, children, number one is the personal pronouns. Yes. Number two is possessive pronoun. Number three, demonstrative pronoun. Number four, interrogative pronoun. Number five, reflexive pronouns. Six, emphatic pronouns. Seven, relative pronouns. Number eight, distributive pronouns. Number nine, reciprocal pronouns. Number 10, indefinite pronouns. Okay. So these are the 10 kinds of pronouns. Now let me tell you about each of them. Now first we have an exercise that follows. After that we are going to discuss on each of them, each of these pronouns, so each of this pronoun. Let's do it. So the first exercise of this chapter is on page number 30. Number 1. I could do many things dash even when I was a child. Okay. I could do many things myself. So the first answer will be, first blank will be myself. Number 2. Seema is my classmate. Dash is participating. Seema is a girl, so we are going to replace it, the word Seema, with she, right? She is participating. Number 3 now. Why don't you go with him or her? Okay, you can use any word here. Why don't you go with him or her to the fair? Number 4. Dash is accompanying you in the evening. Who? Okay. So this is a replacement for you, her, she. Okay. So who is doing it? So who is an interrogative word already, and also a pronoun. So who can be used? Can Dash open the window, please? Can you open the window, please? So you we know is a pronoun. Number 6. The dog fell from the stairs and hurt itself. We know for animals, unless and until you know the gender, unless and until it's like it's a family member to you, you can definitely use what? You can use, yes, itself. So, itself. Number 7. I saw the movie, and movie is what? Movie is some abstract idea, some abstract noun. So yes children, this is going to be what? This is a common noun here, so we know it's what? It, it. I loved it. Number 8. Dash is the person driving your bike. Who is the person driving your bike? So children, we have this. Now after this we are going to learn about each kind of pronoun. We have the space there. Let me not rub this for a while. I can just use that space, right? First is our children personal pronouns. From the name itself, it's clear that these kind of nouns will be personal, okay? That means those pronouns, personal pronouns replace names of persons or things. Yes. So see here, Seema is a new student. Earlier she is used for the antecedent is what? Seema is the antecedent. So she is the personal pronoun here. Now children, we are going to learn about first person, second person and third person. That comes in this category only, in the personal pronoun. So first person, second person and third person. So who are this person? This pronoun first person will always be the speaker, okay? Remember this. They will be the speaker. Now second person, they will always be what? They will be the listener. And this is the third person, that means about whom we are talking. Third person obviously is the person whom we are talking about. Okay? Yeah. So now with this, let us see which pronouns can be used for the speaker. Like if I am speaking, so this is one of the pronoun I, right? The word I. So we, right? We also includes me. It means it is including I also. We is the plural. So children, speaker is we. So I, we. Okay. Both of these are always taken as first person. Now the second person is always you. In singular and in plural, it's always you only. If I'm talking about a lot of people, it's you. If I'm talking about just a single person, I'm just talking to you. So you is always second person. Now the third person, children, can be what? I can talk about he, right? I can talk about she. I can talk about it. I can talk about they. Right? I can easily talk about all these people. So third person are these words, are these pronouns which will refer to third person. Okay. Now let's move ahead and look at these. There are two types of personal pronouns. Now you should remember, children, in personal pronouns also we have two major divisions. Subjective pronouns and objective personal pronouns. Okay. So we know that personal pronouns personal pronouns are categorized into two. Okay, first is subjective, second is objective. So in subjective, children, you should remember that here the pronoun will always be used as subject. Pronoun is used as subject. I have already told you the subject and object. I have already explained to you which part is the subject, which part is the object. Okay, so pronoun is used as subject. In objective, this one, pronoun is used as object. So let us look at some words like I, we, they, they is also a word here, it, right? And in the objective one, what we can have? We can have him, her, then it, their, THIER, their, us, yes, all these words, them. Okay, there, this word cannot be used, there can be used here, subjective. So these are the words that can be used as pronouns as subject, and these are the words that can be used as objective pronouns. So in personal pronouns, we found that there are two divisions, right? So this is it, okay. Now the table below depicts the different form of personal nouns. Now see children, in first person, I and me. So yes, I forgot one more word here, me. I, me, okay, in singular. Then in plural, we, us. We will be used as subjective personal pronoun, and us will be used as objective personal pronoun. Then we have the possessive form in first person, mine or ours. Okay, it's showing the possession that this thing belongs to us. Then in reflexive or emphatic form, myself and ourselves. Myself in singular and ourselves in plural when we are using we or something. Then in second person, you can see subjective, objective remains the same. You is used as you only. Now subjective in plural also, I told you there is no other plural. You is always taken as plural and singular both. Now you can see in plural we have done it. Now in possessive form, you becomes yours. If I have to say this is your book, right? This is your book. Whose book is that? Your possession. So it will become what? Possessive forms. Yours. This book is yours. Actually in that one, your is becoming what? In that sentence, what I told a little while ago, like I told you, this is your book. Your is not a noun. Yes, I have taught you this. That is what? Showing possession of the noun. So that is what? That is adjective and not pronoun. So children, you have to be very careful because some words might confuse you because they are used as, sometimes they are used as nouns, sometimes they are used as adjectives, sometimes they are used as adverbs. So you should not get confused. Keep your concept clear. You need to understand that yours, if I am saying this book is yours, then this yours word is noun. But if I am saying this is your book, so it is describing the possession of the book. Yes, it is not telling me the possession, like it's not telling me the noun. So you should remember the pronoun and adjectives can be confusing sometimes, because in both of them we have possession. Some words are showing possession, like in that also we know your, her, his will show possession of the nouns in adjectives. Here also it will be showing, it will be replaced, okay, replaced, the nouns will be replaced with these pronouns. Now for third person, he is male, she is female, it is for neuter gender. Him as objective, her for she in objective, and it for objective as well. Now they, them, okay. Possessive form, his, her, theirs. Reflexive form, himself, herself, itself, themselves. The pronouns myself and ourselves are used for both masculine and feminine gender. Yes, you should remember that these words like emphatic pronouns do not share agreement with the gender. It doesn't have any problem. We can use both of these words with masculine as well as feminine gender. Okay, remember this, children. Now, the pronouns yourself and yourselves are used for both masculine and feminine gender. Now let's come to know the exclusive pronouns which are used for masculine gender. Okay, this he, him, his, himself. Yes, these are all showing what? Male. These are used for masculine gender only. Again we have she, her, herself. This will always be used with feminine gender, for feminine gender, right? Now, next. It and itself. They are used for neuter gender or the gender which you are not sure what it is. Okay? Neuter gender is something which doesn't have a gender or which is neutral. Okay? It and itself. And like they, them, theirs for all genders. For all genders. Yes. So children, this is it. I hope that is clear to you. Now let's move to the second exercise, exercise B. It's on page number 32. Exercise B, okay? Number 1. Okay, there's no numbering, so let's read this dialogue. This conversation, okay? Students, good morning, ma'am. Teacher, good morning, children. Have you, I told you for plural also you are going to use you. Have you all brought the report cards after getting them signed by your parents? So the first blank will have you, okay? Let's see now. Aditya, have you got it? Scorecard, obviously it's in neuter gender, so we are going to use it. So for after Aditya also we are going to use you, and then we are going to use it. This is for the teacher's conversation, okay? We have started the conversation. So this is for teacher's conversation. Aditya, okay, for Aditya. Let's see what's happening with Aditya. Yes, ma'am. I will give dash. I will give it to you now. I will give it to you now. Yes. Now, next. Teacher, let dash call out the roll numbers one by one. Let us. Okay. Yeah, let me. Let me call. So teacher is saying this. Let me call. Lisa, ma'am, Aruna is absent, but Dash has sent Dash. So Aruna is absent, but she has sent it. Okay? She. Here Lisa. But she, it, sent it. Can I keep it here? Can I, again we have it, can I keep it here? Is this it? Okay, again teacher, is this it? Lisa, yes. Sanjay, ma'am, Suresh is also absent and here is his report card. Teacher, is this it? Again teacher is saying, we have it again. Yes. Dash must inform the students who are absent that a leave application has to be submitted by each one of you. So you must inform. Again teacher is saying, you must inform the students who are absent has to be submitted by each one of them. Okay, each one of them using as the object. The rest of you come here. The rest of you come here as I call out your roll numbers. So children, with this we are done with the exercise and we have also finished our video lesson for today. I hope you understood what pronouns are. We have at least learned the name, and with this we have finished the personal pronouns. In the next day we are going to continue with the possessive pronouns. I hope you have a great day ahead, and with this signing off. Bye bye children.